Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Coins Alert channel. I'm making another movie about XRP today, as I always do. Today we're going to talk about XRP. I hope everyone is having a great day no matter where they are in the world. First, I have to share this from XRP Crypto Wolf. It's possible that XRP's growth phase has begun again. So both the market and the action on the chain are showing signs that XRP is making a comeback. The network has seen over 800 million trades every day in the past, which is a huge number that shows how important it is in the world of money transfers and payments. The given payment flow data shows that the recent rise in activity on the XRP blockchain is not a coincidence. Between May 9th and June 9th, the number of XRP transactions on the blockchain grew many times, reaching close to $500 million on several occasions. The sharp drop that followed might look like a cooling off period, but for assets with a high speed like XRP, this kind of volume compression often comes before a huge recovery. Now we're looking to see if the number of daily transactions on chain that use XRP will go up a lot. I also think that if that happens, the price of XRP will keep going up. Let us see what goes on next. Finance stops all sales of XRP around the world. It seems like a lot of people are talking about this, but some say it's back up and running because of some upkeep. That's why you shouldn't store your crypto on sites though. Okay, let's say Coinbase is having trouble. If you have it in a cold wallet, you could move it to a different market and sell it there. Get some XRP. You can do other things. You don't have to use the market where your cryptocurrency is stored. You are in charge of your crypto more now. Also, this is the best breakdown of 589 I've ever seen. I'm going to tell you all about it. So this is from 589, the complete history of 589 XRP. Where did the number 589 come from, and why is it so important to the XRP community? What hints have been given? What are some real-life options for what 589 really means? Is it a guess about the price or something more important? Allow us to delve deeper and look into what the number means. So nice of a guy. In the beginning there was 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 9. What does Bearable Guy do? This mystery anonymous person rose to fame in the XRP community around 2018. He put up pixel art scenes and hard-to-solve puzzles. One of the most well-known pictures showed a castle with a bear hat, keys, and Bitcoin, XRP, and USD flags on it. This caused a lot of people to wonder about the future of XRP and Ripple's next moves. Now some say Bearable Guy is Arthur Brito and others say it's David Schwartz. For many, the castle riddle is BG's 123 most famous puzzle. It has symbols that the XRP community connected to Ripple's relationships and XRP's role in the future of finance. The Bearable Guy, the crown, the keys, and even a puppet hand can all be used to figure out Ripple's plan. Many people think that the anonymous person in the Bearable Guy post is one of the Ripple writers or someone very close to the Ripple team because of when it was posted and how vague it was. 589 is what Bearable Guy is known for, and the first picture that is known to have 589 in it, with the UN building in the background. A lot of people thought it meant that the price of XRP would go up to 5. Our acceptance and integration into the mainstream of global banking around the world. That number is now so ingrained in the XRP society that it's like a bad omen. Bearable Guy is still dropping new puzzles, which keeps people interested in XRP. Also, a lot of people talked about 589 again over the weekend and again today. Rule 508 on of COMEX and XRP. COMEX Rule 589 sets special limits on how much prices can change for gold and silver futures. It goes off when trade slows down and sets limits for settlement. In 2021, changes made it clearer what to do during settlement times. What does this have to do with XRP? Talk about Guy Riddle's reference 589 and COMEX hinted that XRP would change over time to tokenize hard assets like gold and silver on the chain. With XRP, you can buy both standard goods and digital assets. Some said it's because gold will back XRP. That's where the COMEX rule comes in. XRP won't be backed by gold though, and you don't want it to be. It will be worth more than an ounce of gold. For crypto buyers, the fact that XRP is tied to the COMEX rule is a sign of future institutional level integration and smart contracts that are linked to real-world assets. The story is very deep and connects old financial rules to the decentralized trains of the future. The 508 link and Cobalt agreement. Here comes Cobalt, a consensus method that Ripple created between 2016 and 2018. Cobalt improves network diversity and transaction settlement times by letting unique node lists (UNLs) be more flexible. This is how it fits in. Cobalt is also a mineral, and its atomic mass is 58.9, which is a strong reflection of the number 508.9. That can't just happen by chance. These number echoes show that Bearable Guy used a lot of different areas of knowledge, from science to money, to make up the 508.9 story. Bearable Guy's castle puzzle had words like cobalt in it. There are hints about both the consensus process and the element's atomic mass of 58.9 in the shape of a shooting star. There are clues in tech, science, finance, and XRP's future that lead to this mystery. ISO 4217 and the no longer used 508.9 code. Under ISO 4217, each coin is given a number. The Juno 589 has not yet been given a value in the ISO 4217 currency standard. That means that number is not on any national or digital cash. Some people in the XRP community think it might become an official code for XRP or a Ripple-issued token like RLUSD one day. Brad and Ripple's listen to the counts. A strange find spread like wildfire. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, follows exactly 589 people on X, while the public account for Ripple follows 985 people, shared in the community through tweets and screenshots, which have led to ideas about whether it was a message or a cosmic coincidence. Brad Garlinghouse and the mysterious 589 followers are always being talked about. David Schwartz and the links to 580. This was shown in a movie not long ago. He has about 5.89 worth of Bitcoin on hand. That doesn't seem like an accident to me. Fans see these repeated 589 sightings, but it's not clear if the number is meant to be there. Schwartz uses Bitcoin to solve puzzles and post as a way to connect Ripple's leaders to the story. Community detectives also found earlier tweets from Schwartz that mentioned 589, adding even more to the story's digital trail. All of these add to the story that 589 is coded at the top level. The SEC drops the case on May 8, 2025, at 5:89 p.m. The SEC finally dropped its case against Ripple. This was a big win for the company in court. It was just a date, or was that another 589 nod? People who believe in XRP think that the story's mixed with what happened in this case as well. You know, some things are just too random. Then they always bring up the 589 by the end of the year story from The Simpsons, but it wasn't true. That was not in a real episode of Friends. In conclusion, 589, the on-chain myth came into being. This is a great post that I want to share with all of you. But he goes on to say that 589 Fifth Avenue, New York. New York is where Hidden Road's main office is. I'll even show you one from 2022. David Schwartz asked about the song Bingo. Is Bingo the name of a dog or a farmer? His name was Bingo, which is also written as Bingo. A farmer had a dog named Bingo. Once more, it's a folk song. The index number is 589. David has always pointed to 589 over the years. When will that price for XRP happen? Without a doubt, I think it will happen. I think we'll finally go over 589, but a lot of people think that XRP is programmed to go to 589 the moment they turn off the power. Let's see if it comes true. You should share that though, because I thought it was a great post with a lot of information. As of late, the price of XRP has been going up, but a lot of people are still talking about 589. Now, neither Ripple nor the SEC case were brought up at the roundtable, but Atkins said that the freedom to keep crypto on your own is an important American trait. Listen to this. One of the most important things about blockchain technology is that it lets people store their own crypto assets in a personal digital wallet. A core American value that shouldn't go away when you log onto the internet is the right to have control over your own private property. I believe that market players should have more freedom to self-custody crypto assets, especially when middlemen add extra fees to transactions or stop people from staking and doing other on-chain activities. I believe that Atkins will make it possible for many new things to happen in the United States. He will also make it possible for idle income. But in the United States, everyone should have the right to have control of their own children. Everyone should be able to choose how to handle their own possessions. They would like you to put your cryptocurrency on an exchange or in a custody service. But we've always had our own plan for childcare. Either a ledger, a good wallet, or a new wallet. That should always be the case. I don't remember you whining about the SEC being unfair when Ethereum got off easy when Ripple was sued over XRP sales. Bill Morgan said that. And BanX says that SEC favoritism makes it harder for new ideas to come up in the ETF market. Nowadays, everyone worries about favoritism. But back then, when Ripple was sued and ETF got off easy, no one was upset. Ripple fought the right battle for all of crypto in the end. Do you think that Judge Torres will end the case against XRP this month? If I could say yes, she will end this case in June, I would.